Hello? I once had Diddy text me, "Welcome to the family," but I was by a platinum-selling producer who was one of his cohorts.
Long renowned for his spiritual teachings, well-known American pastor T.D. Jakes has suddenly found himself entangled in a web of sensational accusations involving none other than music mogul Sean Combs, best known by his stage moniker Diddy. Recent reports on social media suggest that Jake might have attended Diddy's mysterious and controversial men-only parties. However, the 66-year-old pastor took a shockingly unexpected stance in response to these charges during a lecture to his church over the weekend. T.D. Jakes startled the crowd by not only refuting the accusations, but also inadvertently acknowledging something even more shocking with a hysterical tone. How did T.D. Jake get entangled in this unexpected problem?
Bishop Jakes was at a Diddy party. There could only be two reasons: money or sex. That's all that happens at Diddy parties.
Is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all.
Join us as we uncover the startling details and investigate the unexpected connection between the well-known preacher and the world of the most exclusive parties in Hollywood. Before delving into the astounding statements made by the well-known Pastor T.D. Jakes, it is important to comprehend the essence of the controversy that has shook the realms of spirituality and celebrity gossip. Get ready for a revelation that goes beyond mere controversy. It is one of Hollywood's most exclusive social circles and a complicated web of friendship and deceit. Why do you think T.D. Jake and music entrepreneur Sean Combs, better known by his stage as Diddy, have a bond that goes beyond their mutual appreciation of spiritual lectures and gospel music? Rumors on social media have turned into a frenzy of unsubstantiated rumors that the two influential people are close friends and secret lovers. The already tense situation would get even more complex if this covert connection were genuine. A growing number of complaints have been made against Diddy, including 4 claims of sexual assault in the past month.
The testimony, again, graphic. Ventura's husband, Alex Fine, at one point walking out of court as his wife was peppered with questions about allegedly being raped. Also today, Dawn Richard spotted entering court, the former member of Diddy's girl group, Danity Kane, who prosecutors also called to the stand.
This week has been extremely challenging, but also remarkably empowering and healing for me. I hope that my testimony has given strength and a voice to other survivors and can help others who have suffered to speak up and also heal from abuse and fear. For me, the more I heal, the more I can remember. And the more I can remember, the more I will never forget.
Is there anything that you may want to confess tonight before you go in?
To keep everything right here. Or right here.
I'm gonna lay my hands on you, Bishop. And he said to me, and then it's on the internet. He's doing all of this, right? And then there's a woman on the dais.
And you been to these parties, right?
Oh yeah, I was there when he was doing the white parties in the Hamptons and the whole 9 yards. So I know what goes on at the parties. If, they probably got a little bit more freakier, as time went on, because they got to the point whereas that they didn't even care. It used to be secretly, where people used to go to, separate rooms and different rooms, and they wasn't doing that out in the public, but now they don't care. Men kissing men and all this other stuff.
Why do you think T.D. Jakes was at Puff Daddy's birthday party?
The preacher appears to be unaware of the problem that his close friend is facing. The pastor and the music mogul have been friends for a long time, which raises questions about their relationship and T.D. Jakes' possible role in the alleged rivalry. Diddy's VIP parties have long sparked curiosity because they are rumored to be exclusive to men and to have a sultry, mysterious atmosphere. The speculation surrounding these instances adds intrigue to the narrative and raises the question of what dark secrets Diddy's private parties might be hiding. The persistent speculation regarding T.D. Jakes' sexual orientation complicates the unfolding issue even further. Since the 2000s, the pastor has been the focus of recurrent rumors, despite the fact that addressing private matters like one's sexual orientation should be handled with tact and respect. These rumors are exposed by the recent charges, which raise questions about the preacher's sincerity as a public figure. As we analyze this dispute, it is crucial to comprehend the connections between T.D. Jake and Diddy's lives. Their partnership with T.D. Jake on Kingdom Culture was first praised as a means of using resistance to spread inspirational teachings to a larger audience. The public was unaware that this cooperation would become the focus of scandal and controversial rumors. Diddy's influence in the music industry and the preacher's religious convictions combined to create a platform that aimed to reach a range of consumers. However, the latest accusations cast question on the authenticity of the royal culture. Rhetoric clouding this collaboration, photographic evidence of Diddy and the pastor's connection was provided when they were captured in what appeared to be a joyful moment during a celebration of T.D. Jake's birthday. Every aspect of the exchange was the focus of conjectural social media posts. When some claimed that Diddy's hand gesture in the photos was a sign of his Illuminati connection, it lent even more intrigue to the unfolding tale. The issue surrounding T.D. Jake goes deeper into the pastor's personal life, with the arrest of his son, Jermaine Jakes, and a sexing plot. The arrest not only exposed the son's actions, but also triggered long-standing accusations about Bishop Jakes' sexual orientation. Like other evangelical leaders who have publicly denounced homosexuality, the African-American LGBTQ community has been speculating about it. As we examine the various aspects of this controversy, it becomes evident that the subject is intricately linked to the private lives of these well-known politicians.
How you feel about these rumors surrounding, Diddy and T.D. Jakes?
I'm looking at him as a saint going to a party that ain't nothing but sin. Drinking, maybe fornication, man on man, woman on woman, he on she. But maybe he'd have to lay some hands on somebody. Maybe he'd have to save some souls. I know he got a contract with Revolt.
A lot. Eva, she testified that Sean Combs at one point threatened to Kid Cudi after finding out that he began dating Cassie Ventura. But she talked about 3 distinct episodes as prosecutors today started to home in on one of the elements of the alleged racketeering conspiracy, and that's kidnapping. Capricorn Clark said in 2004 in New York, she was forced to take a lie detector test for 5 days straight on suspicion of stealing jewelry. In 2008, she said Sean Combs charged at her and kept shoving her with his hand. She demonstrated for the jury until pushing her all the way out of his house in Miami Beach when she said that she hates it here and forced her out of the house. And then in 2011 in Los Angeles is when she says she was forced at gunpoint into a car to go to Kid Cudi's house because Sean Combs was very upset.
Aaron, Clark painted a picture of what it was like to work for Combs, saying she even had to take a lie detector test. Why did she have to do that?
This goes back to July 4th weekend in the Hamptons. Sean Combs was hosting one of his now famous white parties, and he was able to wear 3 very high-end pieces of jewelry loaned to him by Jacob the jeweler. And after the party, Capricorn Clark was supposed to take possession of the jewelry and bring it on a private plane to Miami Beach, where Combs was headed. And on her way to the airport, she realized the bag wasn't there, and she said that she suspected it was an inside job. But apparently Combs and one of his bodyguards, a guy by the name of Uncle Paulie, that's how he was known, ended up taking her to what would be the headquarters of Bad Boy Entertainment. At the time, it was on 40th Street and Broadway. This was going to move uptown into the upper 50s, but the building wasn't finished, and she recalled for the jury being taken to a dilapidated space. There was only a folding table and chairs, and she remembered a huge guy, 5 times her size, chain smoking, and hooking her up to a lie detector machine every day for 5 days straight, and threatening that if she failed the test, she'd be thrown into the East River.
The accusations made against Diddy, the legal troubles facing the pastor's own son, the close relationship with T.D. Jake, and the private parties. The narrative blurs the lines between the public and private domains, leaving us to question the accuracy of the representations these people give the public. Following the startling revelations about TD Jake and his alleged ties to Diddy's elite parties, the well-known pastor took on the tempest head-on in a lecture to his congregation over the weekend. What actually happened was a show of unexpected hysteria that caught many in the crowd off guard. TD Jake refused to use the sacred pulpit to address what he considered a lie, even making a startling statement that did nothing to stop the rumors from spreading. Some of you are worried, so you come in to hear what I have to say. If you expect me to confront a falsehood, you can all log off, the 66-year-old priest stated angrily. I will not proclaim a truth on this holy day or this opportunity. For more updates like this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to USA News Hub.